Almost all of Lahaina in West Maui was completely burnt, except for one house that's being dubbed the Miracle House, and wanted to dive in deeper and learn more about how this house was able to survive and stay intact. Hi, everyone. This is Alex with Empowering Survivors, and we've been covering the Maui wildfires for a couple weeks now. And of course, there was devastation. Many people died, homes, businesses, the community was destroyed. Cars, even animals, pets lost, missing, and a lot of recovery efforts there now. And even President Biden visited yesterday, and I have a separate video covering that. But what we're talking about today is the Miracle House and how it was able to survive. And before we do that, I wanted to just do a quick moment of silence for all those who perished in the fires, as well as those who are still missing and their families. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you join the Empowering Survivors community, where we support missing persons, survivors, and those who don't have a voice. This is being covered by many media outlets, but here I have an article from the DailyMail, and it says that the owner of the Lahaina Miracle House, that was only one spared by devastating Maui wildfire, shares secrets of how the $4 million property survived. Amid the rubble that is now Lahaina stands one seaside home left untouched by the devastating fires that decimated the town on Maui. The home's owners, Dora Atwater Milliken and her husband Dudley Long Milliken III, recently made relatively minor adjustments to the $4 million house that may have been the key to its preservation. Aerial photos show the red-roofed home with a bright white facade still in seemingly pristine condition against a gray-toned ashen landscape by which it is surrounded. The fire's death toll is currently tallied at 114, with the number expected to continue rising. It's a 100% wood house, so it's not like we fireproofed it or anything, Dora told the LA Times. But the couple did recently replace the asphalt roof with a heavy gauge metal one and cut down on foliage surrounding the home in order to reduce the risk of termites spreading to the house. Atwater Milliken, 63, said none of the changes that were made were done with the idea of fireproofing in mind, but it was these changes that ultimately saved it from ruin. And so here is the house. And so I guess apart from the roof being metal and there not being a lot of foliage around, also this side happens to be water, right? So at least one side of them is water. I'm not sure what this is here on the other side of it, but it doesn't look like that's a property. So basically, it had no property on two sides of it, a roadway, and not a lot of shrubbery around it. So I could see where logistically that property could stay. Many people are also calling this photoshopped, but this is from Getty Images, so I don't know. But some people are saying that it's very suspicious. Her name, Hurricane Dora, was the hurricane that went by. This lady's name is Dora. People are saying that she paints electric wires, and the electric wire is what is alleged to have sparked the original fires. So a lot of things that people are saying seem very suspicious, but there's up until now, there's no proof that Dora is not a real person and that this is a fake home. So it says here, aerial photos show the red-roofed home with a bright white facade still in seemingly pristine condition against the gray-toned ashen landscape by which it is surrounded. Dora Atwater Milliken said she and her husband recently made relatively minor renovations that likely prevented the massive fire from destroying the house. The other thing is that they weren't home, allegedly, or apparently. When all this was happening, there were pieces of wood, 12 inches long, that were on fire and just almost floating through the air with the wind and everything, she said. Now, if she wasn't there, how does she know that? They would hit people's roofs, and if it was an asphalt roof, it would catch on fire. And otherwise, they would fall off the road and then ignite the foliage around the house. Roofs are the primary factor contributing to a home's flammability because they are the largest surface area upon which embers can land. The couple were visiting family in Massachusetts when the fire began a week and a half ago. Atwater Milliken and her husband have lived on Maui for close to 10 years and bought the house about 3 years ago. She's an artist whose paintings focus on New England coastal scenery, and he is a recently retired portfolio manager. A day after the fire, the county called the Millikens to inform them their house had survived. Since then, many have dubbed their home a miracle house. The house, which opens up to an extensive lower level and backyard on the ocean facing side, is shown here with its previous roof. So that's the previous roof. And also, there's a lot of foliage here. So, whatever they did, it seems that either reduced the foliage around the house, or maybe there was no foliage. Maybe some of it. But here, there's a lot of foliage in this particular picture. Here are some more photos of Lahaina. I mean, and basically it looks like rubble. It looks like bombing. And here is what people are saying is the spark that was possibly the original electric spark that caused the wildfires. Oh, that's confusing. Let's go back to the beginning. Look right here. There we go. That's the flash. It says here, dramatic footage captured the moment that one of the wildfires on Maui may have been sparked. Video shows a power line gong going down during a storm, which could have started the tragic fire. The video, captured at the Maui Bird Conservation Center near Makawao, appears to show a bright flash in the woods at the exact time 10 sensors recorded a significant incident in Hawaiian Electric's grid on August 7th. Whisker Labs, a company that uses a sensor network to monitor electric grids across the United States, told the Washington Post the bright light was probably an arc flash, which happens when a power line faults. I mean, conspiracy theories have now started about this house, but I just found it fascinating that this one house remained without being burned. So what do you think? Is it a miracle house? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, love for you to be part of the empowering family. Let's be a voice for missing persons, survivors, and those who don't have a voice. And with that, stay safe, stay thriving, always trust your intuition, and make sure to keep it empowering. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Thank you.